Welcome to day 2 of your 14-day Ayurveda challenge. So, hopefully, you watched your video from day 1 and you took some time to write down how you were feeling. There's no right or wrong answer. Remember, there was no right or wrong answer. But once you just tap into how it is that you're feeling, that moment that you check in with, okay, let me breathe and just check in with myself, check in with how I'm feeling. That's already empowering you to move forward with wisdom. You're moving forward with the knowledge that you're maybe a little depleted. Maybe you're really fulfilled. Maybe you're happy. Maybe you're sad. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're really overstimulated. Take that knowledge and taking that knowledge and moving forward in your day or in your evening will give you the tools to actually figure out what it is that you need to come back to balance, to feel balanced. With that said, day 2 today is about Dinacharya. Dinacharya is your daily rhythm. Rhythm is such an important thing in Ayurveda, and so is routine. So being with a routine is important too. And I don't know about you, but when I used to hear the word routine, I would just cringe. I grew up in a household where there was like a set bedtime. We ate at a certain time every day. And once I got a little bit older and I was able to make those decisions for myself, I just like threw that out the window. I was just rebellious about the routine. And that seems to be just the thing that a lot of us do, right? We maybe grow up in a way where we're given a routine, we're given rituals, we're given do this at this time, sleep at this time, wake up at this time. If you went to a traditional school from like really as a little child through 8th grade or high school or something like that, you were on a routine, you were on a schedule. Naturally, if you were anything like me, once you got out of school, you maybe might have totally broken away from that. And there's wisdom in that because when I broke away from the routine that I had from actually sleeping at a certain time, waking up every day at the same time, having meals at the same time, which is what, for me at least, being in school did for me, I started to get sick. I started to find myself getting things like sinus infections or like bronchitis, like these diseases that I just didn't really suffer with when I was a kid. I caught myself getting these when I was in my late teens, early 20s, and I just didn't understand what was going on. Um, I found the practice of Ayurveda and it was just like, it was transformational because it's simple. It taught me to get back on a schedule. And that's what your Dinacharya is. It is your daily rhythm. There's wisdom in this because everything in nature works in a rhythm. If you set a camera outside your window, or actually, it doesn't even matter where you live. I was going to say if you set a camera outside your window looking at like a park or a place in nature, you'll see the rhythm of nature. But you can even see this if you live in a city. If you were to just watch for 24 hours what's going on outside of your window, you'll see there's a clear transition into the daytime, right? The sun rises. You might hear birds chirping. The animals are starting to wake up. As the day goes on, you'll see animals and also people. If you live in a really populated area, you'll see that around a certain time, people are eating breakfast, lunch. You'll see them start to eat dinner. Uh, and then eventually the sun sets, right? This happens every day. Sun rises and it sets. As the sun starts to set, or even a few hours before the sun sets, there may be a feeling where you feel like, wow, I'm feel the need to wind down right now. You might notice if you live in a place where there's animals, the animals will start to disappear as the sun is setting, or even a little bit before the sun is setting. So Dinacharya is that daily rhythm, and Ayurveda teaches us that when we're connected to this daily rhythm, when we're connected to the sunrise, the sunset, when we're connected to when we're feeling hungry, when we're feeling thirsty, when we're in rhythm with doing that around the same time every day, our body gets a little more predictable. We use the bathroom around the same time every day. Uh, we prepare meals around the same time every day. We might even start to feel tired around the same time every day. And that's important. It's important to tap into that idea of being in sync with nature. It is, it's not 5,000 years ago, it's present day. And a lot of us have jobs where we can't do that. A lot of us have jobs where maybe we are waking up like at hours before the sun rises because our job requires us to do that. Maybe you have a job where you have to stay up until like 2, 3 a.m. because it's just what you do. And so, we've got to be rational with how we take these things into consideration and how we apply them to our lives. Same goes for our meals, right? Ayurveda teaches that we should have about 3 meals a day, same time every day, no snacking in between. Some of us can't do that. Some of us also, with our body types and with the way that our bodies work in the world, we can't do that. So some of these practices, they're there, but Ayurveda also teaches us that there's wiggle room. There's something called the 70-30 rule, where 70% of my time I'm actually in my rhythm, right? I wake up at the same time every day. If I can't wake up at the same time every day, okay, I go to sleep at the same time every day. 70% of the time, I'm eating lunch at the same time every day. 70% of my time, I'm practicing yoga, same time every day. Maybe it's even as simple as brushing your teeth. I do that at the same time every day. That might be one way that you start to kind of get your feet wet with practicing Dinacharya. Another practice, another way to tap into your Dinacharya is to pick a self-care practice that you do every day. This could mean that before you go to bed, you massage your feet with your favorite lotion or your favorite oil. This could mean that, and again, this is 70% of the time. So maybe about like, I would love to see you do this 5 days a week. 5 days a week, you cook yourself a delicious, warm, healthy meal. 5 days a week, you take a yoga class. That might be something that you do. Those are some suggestions. Another thing is if you're struggling with this, with doing something for yourself every day, look what you're already doing. Look at what you're already doing in your life and reframe that as it being your self-care. That might be your shower that you take every day. That might be you brushing your teeth every day. Maybe the way you wash your face. When you reframe a care practice that you're doing for yourself as part of your self-care, as part of your dinacharya, it can be just transformational, totally transformational. So right here for day 2 in this video, we're doing this together. Take out a pen and paper, or if you have your cell phone, you can totally do that. If you're on a computer, pull up a document where you can write something down. Take a moment right now and think about what you can do every day. Something that you're going to aim to do every day, and that can start today or that can start tomorrow, but you're going to start it. Either pick one self-care practice that could be new to you, could be something you always wanted to do, or pick a self-care practice that you're already doing and just write that down. That's one. It's one of 2 decisions that you're about to make. The other thing that you can do is pick a time of day where you do something at the same time every day. That can be that you wake up at the same time every day, go to sleep at the same time every day, or eat one of your meals at the same time every day, and see what happens with that. So write down what you're going to do every day to start off your dinacharya. This is something that you're going to aim to do for hopefully for the rest of this challenge, and then even onward once you finish the challenge. So write that down now if you haven't already written it down. And then my suggestion is to put it somewhere where you could see it. Put it on your refrigerator, maybe put it next to your bed, and keep coming back to it as a reminder that this is what you're going to do for yourself every day to tap into your own daily rhythm. So do that. Please tap into it. Hopefully you can do that today. And if not today, please start that tomorrow and continue that for the rest of this Ayurveda challenge. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow on day 3.